The door slammed shut behind me with a force that echoed through the empty house, but it was nothing compared to the thunder in my chest. I had just caught Jordan, my best friend Mike's older brother, in a heated argument with his father, screaming words that no one in their conservative Texas family ever dared to utter. "I'm gay, Dad, and I'm done hiding it." But as I froze in the hallway, Jordan's eyes locked onto mine, and in that split second, he dragged me into the chaos by blurting out, "And Alex knows. He's like me too." My world tilted. I wasn't out to anyone, not even Mike. And now this? Jordan and I had been circling each other for months, stolen glances at family barbecues, late-night texts that danced around the truth. But this wasn't how it was supposed to go. I bolted from the house, my phone buzzing with missed calls from Mike, who had no idea what his brother had just unleashed. By the time I got home to my own family's ranch-style home in suburban Dallas, the damage was spreading like wildfire. My parents, devout churchgoers who volunteered at every community event, would crucify me if they found out. And Jordan, he had outed me to save his own skin, or so it seemed. That night, I lay in bed staring at the ceiling fan whirring lazily above me, replaying the scene. Jordan was 25, fresh out of college with a finance job in the city, always the golden boy in the Reynolds family. Mike, my buddy since high school football days, idolized him. And me, Alex Thompson, 22, still figuring out life at community college, working part-time at a coffee shop. I had known I was gay since I was 15, but in a place where church picnics doubled as political rallies against the liberal agenda, coming out wasn't an option. It was suicide. The next morning, my phone lit up with a text from Jordan. "We need to talk. Meet me at the old park bench by the lake. Please." I debated ignoring it, but curiosity, and a twisted pull in my gut, won out. The park was quiet, early autumn leaves crunching underfoot as I approached. Jordan was already there, pacing, his broad shoulders tense under a faded hoodie. "Alex, I'm sorry," he started, his voice cracking. I panicked. Dad was threatening to cut me off, disown me. "I didn't mean to drag you in." I stopped a few feet away, arms crossed. "You didn't mean to? You basically outed me to your whole family." Mike called me last night, asking what the hell was going on. What am I supposed to say? Jordan ran a hand through his dark hair, his blue eyes pleading. "Tell him it's a lie. I'll back you up. But, Alex, you know there's something between us. I felt it since that summer trip to the cabin." He was right. Last July, when the Reynolds invited me on their annual lake getaway, Jordan and I had shared a moment by the fire pit. Everyone else asleep, we talked for hours, about dreams, fears, the weight of expectations. His hand had brushed mine, and electricity shot through me. But I pulled away, terrified. Now here he was forcing the issue. "This isn't the time," I snapped. "You've ruined everything." Jordan stepped closer, his presence overwhelming. "Maybe it's the push we both need. Hiding is killing me, Alex. And I see it in you too, the way you avoid dating, the excuses to family about why you're single." His words hit like punches, exposing the cracks in my facade. But as we argued, a jogger passed by, glancing our way, and paranoia set in. What if someone recognized us? Dallas wasn't huge. Word traveled fast in our circles. I left the park angrier than before, but seeds of doubt sprouted. Was Jordan's outburst a betrayal or a desperate cry for alliance? Back at work, steaming lattes for customers, my mind raced. Mike texted again. "Bro, family dinner tonight. Dad's on a rampage. You coming?" I hesitated, then replied yes. Walking into that lion's den would test everything. At the Reynolds house, the air was thick with tension. Mr. Reynolds, a burly contractor with a Bible quote for every occasion, sat at the head of the table, face like stone. Mrs. Reynolds fussed over the pot roast, avoiding eye contact. Mike shot me worried looks, while Jordan stared at his plate. "So, Alex," Mr. Reynolds boomed suddenly, "Jordan here says you're involved in this mess. That true?" My fork froze midair. Jordan's eyes widened in panic. "Dad, I didn't," he started, but I cut in. "No, sir." Jordan was upset. said some crazy things. I'm straight as an arrow. The lie tasted bitter, but it bought time. Mike relaxed, clapping me on the back. See, Dad? It's just a phase or something. But Jordan's gaze burned into me, a mix of relief and hurt. After dinner, as I helped clear plates, Jordan cornered me in the kitchen. Thanks for covering, but we can't keep lying forever. His hand grazed my arm, sending shivers. Meet me tomorrow? We need a plan. I nodded, trapped in the web he'd spun. Little did I know, this was just the beginning of the unraveling. As days turned to weeks, our secret meetings became routine. Coffee shops on the outskirts, drives to quiet spots. Jordan opened up about his struggles. The pressure to marry his high school sweetheart. The church's conversion seminars he'd endured. I shared my own. My dad's homophobic jokes at barbecues, my mom's dreams of grandkids. We bonded over the pain, but tension simmered. Was this love or survival? One evening, under a starry sky in his truck, Jordan leaned in. Alex, I think I'm falling for you. My heart raced, but fear won. We can't. Not yet. He pulled back, frustrated. Then when? We're adults. We deserve happiness. His words echoed as I drove home, igniting a firestorm of inner conflict. What price was I willing to pay for truth? The weeks blurred into a haze of stolen moments and mounting pressure. Jordan and I met in shadows, abandoned lots, late-night diners far from prying eyes. Each encounter deepened the connection, but also amplified the risks. One night, as rain pelted the windshield of his truck, he confessed more. My dad found an old email from a guy I dated in college. That's what sparked the fight you walked into. I listened, my hand on his, feeling the tremor in his voice. He said if I don't fix this, I'm out of the will, out of the family business. Sympathy surged, but so did resentment. And your solution was to throw me under the bus? Jordan sighed. It was stupid. Reflex. But Alex, being with you, it makes sense of all this chaos. His vulnerability cracked my defenses. For the first time, I admitted aloud, I feel it too, but my family, they'd disown me. Dad's a veteran, mom's in the PDA. They vote red, attend every anti-gay marriage rally. We navigated this minefield carefully. Mike remained oblivious, inviting me to games, bar hops. But cracks showed. Once, at a bar, a guy flirted with me openly. Jordan, across the room, tensed visibly. Later, he accused, You enjoy the attention? Jealousy flared, our first real fight. I'm not out like you want to be, I shouted. You forced this on me. Reconciliation came with apologies, but the seed of distrust grew. Meanwhile, societal pressures loomed. Dallas buzzed with news of a local bakery refusing a gay wedding cake. Protests erupting. My co-workers debated it heatedly. I stayed silent, stomach churning. At home, Dad ranted over dinner. This country's going to hell with all this rainbow nonsense. Mom nodded, glancing at me oddly. Did she suspect? Paranoia gripped me. Jordan pushed for more. Let's tell Mike first. He's our ally. I resisted. He's your brother, but my best friend. If he rejects us. The thought terrified. But Jordan persisted, arranging a casual hangout. At Mike's apartment, beers in hand, Jordan dropped hints. What if I was seeing someone? Unexpected. Mike laughed. Like who? The mailman? Tension built until Jordan blurted. Like Alex. Mike's face drained of color. What? You too. Silence stretched. Then Mike exploded. Are you serious? Alex? Is this a joke? I stammered. It's complicated. Mike paced, hurt flashing. You lied to me. Both of you. He stormed out, leaving us in ruins. Jordan reached for me, but I pulled away. See what you've done? The fallout was swift. Mike avoided calls, canceled plans. Jordan's family escalated. Mr. Reynolds demanded therapy. It's a choice, son. Fix it or leave. Jordan refused, moving into a cheap apartment. I visited secretly, our talks turning to futures. We could leave Dallas, he suggested. Start fresh in Austin or California. The idea tempted, but roots held me. My life is here. Family, job, everything. Inner turmoil peaked during a church service. The pastor preached against sodomy, eyes seeming to pierce me. I fled midway, hyperventilating in the parking lot. Jordan found me later. You can't keep this up. It's destroying you. He was right, but admitting it meant upheaval. That night, we shared our first real kiss. Not passionate, but desperate. A lifeline in the storm. But betrayal lurked. Unbeknownst to me, Jordan confided in an old friend, spilling our secrets. Word trickled back to Mike, who confronted me at work. Jordan's telling people? What the hell, Alex? Hurt turned to anger. He's using you to force his agenda. Doubt crept in. Was Jordan's love genuine, or a tool for his rebellion? As high school reunion approached, tensions boiled. Jordan wanted to attend together, subtly out. I balked. Too risky. He accused me of cowardice. You're ashamed of us. The fight escalated, words like daggers. Maybe I am. I shot back. Because this is ruining my life. He left in fury, slamming doors. Alone, I questioned everything. Reconciliation came via text. I'm sorry. Let's talk. We met at the lake again. Jordan looked haggard. Dad's cutting me off tomorrow unless I recant. Tears welled. I need you, Alex. I held him, whispering promises. But deep down, fear whispered. At what cost? The decision loomed. Tell my family or lose Jordan. Society's gaze weighed heavy. Friends' whispers, news of hate crimes. In Dallas, being gay meant constant vigilance. Jordan's impatience grew. Choose us, he urged. I wavered, the psychological toll mounting. Sleepless nights, anxiety attacks. One evening, my mom cornered me. You've been distant. Is there a girl? The lie stuck in my throat. No, Mom. Her eyes searched mine. Whatever it is, we love you. Hope flickered, but Dad's voice echoed. No son of mine. I retreated, unresolved. Jordan's ultimatum came. If we don't go public soon, I can't do this hidden anymore. Pressure cracked me. Fine. The reunion. But as the date neared, dread consumed. Was this love or mutual destruction? The high school reunion hall buzzed with laughter and old stories. But for me, it was a powder keg. Jordan and I arrived separately, as planned, but his hand found mine under the table during dinner. This is it, he whispered. Our moment. My pulse thundered. Mike was there too, still frosty but present. When Jordan stood to toast, my stomach dropped. To old friends and new beginnings, he said, then added. And to love in all its forms. Eyes turned our way as he pulled me up, kissing my cheek. Gasps rippled. Chaos erupted. Old classmates whispered. Some smiled supportively, others scowled. Mike bolted from the table. Outside, he confronted us. You planned this? Behind my back. Jordan defended. We needed to be honest. Mike's face twisted. Honest? You've destroyed our family. He shoved Jordan, fists flying briefly before friends intervened. I stood frozen, the weight of exposure crushing. Word spread like venom. By morning, texts flooded. Is it true? My phone rang. Mom. Alex, what's this about you and Jordan Reynolds? People are talking. Panic surged. I denied weakly, but she pressed. Come home. Now. At the house, Dad waited, arms crossed. Sit down, son. Jordan's name hung unspoken. If it's true, Dad said, voice low. You're no longer welcome here. Mom cried. We can get help. Therapy. The confrontation shattered me. It's not a disease. I yelled, tears streaming. Dad's face hardened. In this house, it is. I grabbed my keys, fleeing to Jordan's apartment. He held me as I sobbed. We'll fight this together. But his calm unnerved me. Had he anticipated this? Did you know outing us would force my hand? I accused. He hesitated. Maybe subconsciously, but it's for the best. Betrayal stung. You manipulated me? The rift deepened. Mike cut ties completely, blocking numbers. Jordan's family disowned him fully. He lost his job when rumors reached his boss. "Homophobic pricks," he muttered, but his anger turned inward. We argued nightly. "You pushed too hard. You were too scared." The love that once bonded us frayed under stress. Society's backlash hit hard. Vandalism at Jordan's car, slurs spray-painted. Anonymous calls to my work, leading to concerns from management. I quit, taking a menial job farther out. Isolation set in, old friends ghosted. Inner conflict raged. Was freedom worth this pain? Jordan sought solace in online forums, connecting with activists. "We can protest, make change," he urged. But I withdrew, depression creeping. A turning point came when Jordan suggested moving in together. "Let's build our life." Tempting, but doubt lingered. Then, the ultimate betrayal, I discovered texts on his phone from an ex-intimate recent. "What is this?" I demanded. Jordan paled. "It was before us. Mostly. Lies unraveled." "You cheated?" While preaching honesty, he admitted, "I was scared, alone. It meant nothing." But trust shattered. I stormed out, crashing at a motel. Days blurred in solitude, questioning choices. Had I sacrificed family for a fraud? Mike reached out unexpectedly. "We need to talk." Without him. At a neutral cafe, Mike revealed, "Jordan's always been reckless. He used you to rebel against Dad." Hurt compounded. "But you're my friend. Let's fix this." Reconciliation tempted. But at what cost to my truth? Back with Jordan, confrontation escalated. "You betrayed me first. Outing me, cheating." He countered. "You betrayed yourself by hiding." The fight peaked with thrown words. No resolution. As he left for a walk, I packed a bag. But fate intervened. A call from Mom. "Dad had a heart scare. Come home." Duty pulled me back. At the hospital, Dad looked frail. "Son," he whispered, "I was wrong. Fear made me cruel." Tears flowed. Mom added, "We want you happy." A glimmer of hope, but Jordan's shadow loomed. I texted him, "It's over." His reply, "You coward." Pain sliced deep. The aftermath was raw. I moved back home, mending family ties slowly. Therapy helped unpack the trauma. But Jordan's absence haunted. Love lost to betrayal. Society's scars remained. Judgmental stares, lost opportunities. Was his push liberation or destruction? The question burned as I rebuilt. Rebuilding from the ashes felt like climbing a mountain with broken limbs. Back under my parents' roof, the air was tentative. Conversations skirted the incident, but underlying tension simmered. Dad, post-heart scare, softened slightly, attending a PFLAG meeting at Mom's insistence. "I'm trying, Alex," he said one evening over coffee. "It's not easy unlearning a lifetime." Gratitude mixed with resentment. His change came too late, after the damage. Mike thawed gradually. We met for beers, awkward at first. "I miss my bro," he admitted. "But Jordan, he's spiraling." Rumors reached me. Jordan partying hard, hooking up recklessly, alienating allies. Guilt gnawed. Had my rejection pushed him over? I reached out via text. "You okay?" His response, "Why do you care? You chose them." Bitterness stung, but I persisted. "Because I still do." A surprise visit from Jordan turned explosive. He showed up at my door, disheveled. "I lost everything for us, and you bail?" Accusations flew. Dad intervened. "Leave my son alone." Jordan's eyes flashed hurt. "Your son? The one you rejected." The standoff ended with Jordan leaving, but not before whispering, "I loved you." Regret flooded me. Societal repercussions persisted. Job hunts faltered. References whispered about my lifestyle. I landed a gig at a progressive cafe in Austin, commuting hours. There, I met others like me, out and thriving. Their stories inspired, but highlighted my losses. "You paid a high price," one said. "Was it worth it?" The question echoed Jordan's ultimatums. Inner demons raged. Nightmares of betrayal waking in sweats. Therapy unearthed deep-seated shame, rooted in upbringing. You internalized the hate, the counselor noted. Forgive yourself first. Progress was slow, marked by small victories. Coming out to a cousin, joining a support group. But Jordan's ghost lingered. News hit. Jordan arrested for a bar fight, defending against homophobes. Mike called, he's in jail. Bail him? I hesitated, then drove. At the station, Jordan looked broken. Why are you here? Because we're connected. Like it or not. The drive home was silent, charged. I screwed up, he admitted. Cheating, pushing. I was desperate. Forgiveness tempted, but trust was ashes. We parted as uneasy friends. But fate twisted again. My family invited the Reynolds for a reconciliation dinner. Tensions high, Mr. Reynolds grumbled apologies. Jordan and I avoided eyes, but undercurrents pulled. After, he cornered me. One more chance. Heart versus head ward.
No.
Too much damage. The decision cost dearly. Jordan moved to San Francisco, cutting ties. Mike mourned the loss. I focused on self. Enrolling in university, pursuing psychology to help others. But loneliness crept. Dates felt hollow. No one matched Jordan's intensity. Society's progress, gay marriage wins, pride events, mocked my personal ruins. A moral quandary arose when a coworker faced similar struggles. Should I come out? He asked. I advised caution, drawing from pain. But was that right? Jordan's boldness had sparked change, albeit chaotically. Debate raged internally. Force truth or ease in? Family bonds strengthened, but at a price suppressed parts of me. Dad's acceptance was conditional. No partner's home. Mom's hugs felt pitying. I yearned for authenticity, questioning if I'd traded one cage for another. Climax built with an unexpected letter from Jordan. I'm sorry for everything. You were right, I was selfish. Hope you're happy. Closure? Or reopening wounds? I burned it, but embers remained. As months passed, awakening dawned. The real betrayal was self-denial. But the cost, fractured relationships, emotional scars, begged reflection. Awakening came gradually, like dawn-piercing fog. Enrolled in university, I dove into classes on social psychology, dissecting prejudices that had shaped us. Professors praised my insights, born from scars. Your perspective is raw, Alex, one said. Use it. I did, volunteering at LGBTQ centers, counseling youth. Their stories mirrored mine, hidden loves, family wars. How did you survive? They'd ask. By choosing truth, eventually. But doubts lingered. Had I? Mike and I rebuilt fully. Over hikes, he confessed. I was scared of losing you both. Honesty mended. He even attended Pride with me, awkward but supportive. Jordan would be proud, he mused. Mention of him stirred mixed emotions. Reports from San Francisco painted Jordan thriving. Activist job, new circle. Envy mixed with relief. A chance encounter shifted everything. At a conference on queer rights, Jordan spoke on a panel. His voice, steady now, recounted our story anonymized. I pushed a loved one too far, lost him to my impatience. Our eyes met post-talk. Alex, he breathed. We talked hours, apologies flowing. I betrayed your trust, and I hid from mine. No rekindling, but understanding bloomed. Back home, I confronted lingering chains. Over dinner, I told parents, I'm dating again, guys. Dad paused, then nodded. Bring him home sometime. Progress, hard won. Mom smiled genuinely. The price paid, years of pain, yielded growth. Society evolved too. Dallas hosted its first major pride parade. I marched banner high, feeling liberated. But memories of betrayal tempered joy. Jordan's actions, though flawed, catalyzed change. Without his shock, would I still hide? Reflecting, the drama's lessons crystallized. Love demands sacrifice, but not destruction. Inner conflicts resolved through choices, some right, many wrong. The moral maze. When does personal truth justify collateral damage? In the end, I stood taller, scars badges of survival. Relationships mended, self-accepted. But the journey's cost begged one final question. Was outing someone against their will ever justifiable if it leads to collective awakening? Or is it always an unforgivable betrayal?